Welcome to the Evening Review. My name is Sokhane Tlhache, and joining us in studio is All People's Party National Chairperson Linus Muchila.
Muchila.
Yes. My apologies for that. Welcome to the Evening Review, sir.
My pleasure, and welcome viewers. My name is Linus Muchila, the National Chairperson for APP, All People's Party.
We had the bombshell from your party over the course, or your party member, or suspended or expelled party member, Mr. Vinsent Kanyetu, that he had tendered his resignation and was going to take himself and 200 of his friends and family members or relatives out of the party. Just to give a reflection, why was Mr. Kanyetu under investigation, and why was a hearing conducted into his conduct in the first place?
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity in the first place. This matter, it comes all the way from June this year. Firstly, we just heard some rumors first that no, Mr. Kanyetu is involved in the formation of a new party because there's a new party that is to be formed in Kavango region, apparently to represent the views, sentiments of people of Kavango, that side. It was rumors first when we heard, but later on then we could see that there was a bit of truth in these rumors. So trying to negotiate with him to sit down as fellow leaders, but he was a bit arrogant. Of course, there were other issues. There were many other issues that we had problems with our Secretary General. So looking at this, and we thought that no, this could be an opportunity then that we address all issues. So we formulated almost 6 charges against him. Now, considering the fact that he's a senior official of the party, senior office bearer of the party, we could have conducted the hearing within the auspices of the party, using our own machinery, using our own material, using our own personnel. But we thought it would be fair to give him a fair and just disciplinary hearing if we can conduct or invite in personnel with expertise so that we give him a fair hearing. So that's what happened. So there were 6 charges that were labeled against him. And on the 5th of August, we had a disciplinary hearing. And in this disciplinary hearing, he was given opportunity to explain himself. And the party also explained its position. So the hearing, the hearing or the decision there follows. I have it here. The DC, the disciplinary committee, finally gave us their recommendation regarding to this hearing.
And the outcome of this hearing was that?
Yeah, no, like I said, there were 6 charges. Out of 6 charges, he was found guilty of 5. Yes.
Mr. Kanyetu, over the weekend, released a statement, as I said in the beginning of the interview, where he explained his resignation from the party. The APP still felt it necessary to push through with this process, despite the resignation of Mr. Kanyetu. The question then comes is, how can you expel a member that is not yours anymore?
Good question. I don't know whether I should maybe spell out to this, maybe use this opportunity to read to you those those charges. There were 6 of them. The first account of these charges is inability to carry out your responsibility, meaning now him, and duties as Secretary General for failing to keep records of previous minutes. I think you know this is a serious case. The Secretary General of any organization should be able to keep records of all meetings that took place. So in this case now, this comrade could not, there are no records since 2020. The second one, Count 2, failure to keep records of requisition of the loan from the acting President, Honorable Nangolo Shumbwa, MP. I believe now you are familiar with the cases that has been going on, that we had a case with our acting president who wanted to take us to court over the issue that there's a loan that he gave us in 2019. But then we told a comrade to say, look, we are not denying to pay the loan, but can you just justify the amount you are asking? Do you have evidence? Do you have invoices? Do you have statement to justify the amount we are asking? Unfortunately, he could not. And he was blaming the Office of Secretary General because he was saying that, look, I was paying based on requisition that I was given by the Secretary General. Now, when we were asking where are those requisitions to back up the claim of the acting president, he could not provide those. This is one of the charges we are talking about here. Account 3 or charge number 3, accused of major offense to support formation of the new party in Kavango by soliciting APP members and disguising party funding in support for the new party. I think this one this one that I alluded to, that Kanyetu, first what was a rumor that our Secretary General is involved in the formation of the new party. We were not also very sure, but later on we realized that no, there is some bit of truth in what being said. So we followed the matter, and it was found indeed. Now, when we went to the disciplinary hearing, we had evidence, concrete evidence, whereby one of our sources came to tell us that I was given, these are the forms I was given to by Mr. Kanyetu, then the Secretary General. He gave me this form. He told me that I'm complete this form, and the matter should be confidential between me and you. So he came to testify. So he was found guilty on this one. Account number 4. Account number 4, accused of major offense to assault on parliament premises with intentions of character assassination. This is, I think you saw the lady who was sitting next to me. Were you there?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, she's Honorable Kamtari. She was assaulted by the same gentleman. And then she was found guilty on this one. Account number 5, accused of major offense of sexual harassment. And this one, he was not found guilty.
Okay.
He was not found guilty because this is a tricky situation, because Mr. Kanyetu himself did not propose. This lady works at Parliament. She's our administrator. She combines the work of the party and that of the Parliament. We have got two members of Parliament in the National Assembly. So the funny part is this. According to his wife, he claims that, no, my husband praises this young lady in my presence. Sometime in his, at night when he's dreaming, he's talking about this young lady. So now, Kanyetu's wife then began to call this woman, threatening this woman, insulting this woman. And then the woman brought the matter to us. First of all, it was addressed by Ms. Kamtari, who is a member of Parliament, the one I mentioned earlier. She intervened on this matter, and then exactly she was told by the wife of Kanyetu that, no, my husband is the one who is praising this young lady in my presence. Sometime in his dreams, he'll be dreaming about this woman. So now, in 2022, the matter was brought to us, to the leadership. We tried to convene in 2022 in December, but then Mr. Kanyetu assured us that, no, leave this matter, it's a family matter, I'm going to deal with it, and he never dealt with it. So now, when we were filing this case, the very late now came to us and said, my matter is still not being solved. Why are you not solving my matter? That's why we also included here. But the fact that Mr. Kanyetu did not approach the woman, did not harass the woman, but the harassment comes from the side of his wife, that's why he was not found guilty on this very matter.
Okay.
Yeah. Account number 6. Account number 6, concealment of information, deliberate withholding of critical information pertaining to compliance with 13 sections of the Electoral Act, Act 5 of 2014, dealing with the reporting on finances, failure of which the All People's Party could be deregistered as a political party in Namibia. So this was serious. So Mr. Kanyetu, as the Secretary General, you were the person that was representing the party to the to all ECN meetings. And at various meetings, the ECN has given letters to the representatives of political parties to go and tell their party of the requirements that are needed. And those letters that were given, Kanyetu never informed us of these new requirements that are needed. So,
to cut the long story short.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying so from.
So yeah, no, these are the charges. I was just trying to tell you that these are the charges that he faced at a disciplinary hearing. Yes.
Mr. Kanyetu is on record for voicing his
resignation.
No, not his resignation, but his difference in opinion, or rather his stance regarding LGBTQA marriages. There seems to be a suggestion that because he spoke out strongly against this matter, the party is now vindictively using those utterances that he made to get him out. No,
that's propaganda again. Well, I think you are aware that nationally that's a debate. Yeah, it has been in Parliament. It's a debate nationwide. It's not an issue of the APP. And I believe, and I cannot rule out the fact that we could have members of those sort of, we could be having members who are homosexual, we could have members of what. But that has nothing to do with the APP. Yeah. We have the Constitution. Our Constitution makes it very clear that we do not discriminate anyone based on sexual orientation. So now I don't know where it comes in now. I don't know where it comes in when it comes to the issue of his expulsion from the party or dismissal. It has nothing to do, because it's not part of these issues we're talking about here. Yeah, like I'm saying, issue of homosexual, I think it's an issue that we are faced with in Namibia. We need to find a way to discuss it. But one thing is clear, that the Constitution of Namibia and that of our own party, we are saying we are democratic societies, we are democratic parties. And what is democracy? Democracy, it means that we give everybody a chance to express his views, how he wants to relate his matters. So whether somebody is a homosexual, it has nothing to do with the APP. It has nothing to do with us. If somebody can align himself with our constitutions, our principles, our objectives, we don't have a problem. Last time I told some people and say that, what more if somebody says, APP, do you support polygamy? What could be my answer? My answer is, we have nothing to do with that. But if a polygamist comes to us, you want to be part of our member, and he can line up with our constitution, it's fine with us. Or can somebody ask a similar question to say, do you support prostitution in Namibia? It has nothing to do with us. It's none of our business.
So there was no vendetta to get rid of
Absolutely
Mr.
nothing.
Kanyetu?
Nothing.
Irrespective of what may have happened in the past?
It's nothing, because like I'm telling you, we have a constitution. And I believe also, as journalists, those who are in that field, they must also study. You study the constitution of the APP, you study their manifesto, you will know. And us to discriminate somebody based on that sexual orientation as homosexual or whatever things is against our constitution in the first place.
Mr. Muchila, I'd like to continue the conversation, but
yes.
We'll have to go for a short commercial break. So kindly do stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
Save your budget one bargain at a time with WB. Get 900 gram Hugo's Jam for $29.99. 2 kg Rice King Rice for $32.99. 1 kg Mama's Washing Powder for $26.99. 10 Soft and Gentle Toilet Rolls for $34.99. Plus, our budget combo for just $389.99. See all our super savings online at www.vurmanbrock.com. We care.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Welcome back to the evening review. Now, Mr. Kanyetu has issued a warning that his expulsion, or rather his resignation over the weekend, will cause him and 200 of his relatives to leave. How big of an impact do you think his exit from the party will be?
Again, it's a pure propaganda. Why I'm saying that, because Mr. Kanyetu, when he joined the APP in 2016, he was just expelled from the PDM, then DTA. He was expelled. He came to join us as an individual. When he joined us, he didn't come with anyone. He was the only, him in a capacity as an individual, as Kanyetu, nothing, not even his child, not even his wife. So he cannot come and claim that, no, he's having 200 people. We don't know those 200 people. If at the time of joining the party, if he could have come with some people like maybe 50 or 70, that could make sense to what he claims. So there's no such sort. Like I indicated when we had a press conference this morning, I said that in 2009, when we participated for the first time in the Namibian presidential and National Assembly elections, we got about 10,700 voters that gave us one seat in parliament. In 2014, after 5 years, we got 20,400 voters that gave us 2 seats in parliament. Now, Mr. Kanyetu joined us in 2016, and then later on he was appointed as the acting Secretary General. And in 2019 he was confirmed now, he was elected at the Congress as the Secretary General for the APP. Now, in 2019 we had election, we were tested. The leadership of Kanyetu was tested to see whether Mr. Kanyetu is going to bring us more people, as he was claiming when he left. Because when he left PDM, or when he was expelled from PDM, when he came to us, he was promising us that he will bring us a lot of people, thousands of people, because he's having a lot of followers. And we were excited. Now, in 2019, we were thinking, now I think we'll do better. He was even telling us that this time around, we might scoop 10 seats in parliament. To our biggest surprise, when the result came out, we declined to 14,600, meaning we lost 6,000 that we got in 2014. Now you tell me, or any person who is listening to this, tell me now, if Mr. Kanyetu leaves today, will it leave an impact on us? It could make sense to what he claims if he could say that, look, when I found you, When I joined you in 2016, you only had 2 seats. But in 2019, I gave you another seat or 2 seats. Now, as I'm leaving APP with 4 seats in parliament or 5 seats in parliament. That could make sense. So, in other words, what we are saying in the leadership is the coming of Kanyetu is like a bad omen to us. Sometimes we regret that maybe we made a mistake to take somebody who was expelled, because he did not bring any growth to us, unfortunately. Thank you on that.
And now I want to move on from this discussion. How has the death of former party president Ignatius Khwameni affected the APP in terms of its stature, its future projected growth, and just its visibility?
Yeah, thank you for that good question. Thank you for that good question. Of course, to start with, that's why you see all this chaos we are in now. Because after the death of the founding president, I think people like him now, they thought, because he was vying to become the next president. That's why we have these problems that we have in the party because of the death of our founding president. It had impacted us badly to begin with. But we have managed. The founding president left us in 2021. 2022 has passed. This is 2023. I think we have recovered from that now. Now we had so many problems, of course, because every person wants to take advantage. You know, everybody is sick, especially those with big hearts. They feel like now is the opportunity to take over the party. So it has impacted us badly, and we can feel the impact of it. But I'm here to assure our supporters, our members, that we are going to revive this party. We are going to begin now formation of branches, constituency branches, because like I said earlier, in 2016, when Mr. Kanyetu joined us, when he became the acting Secretary General, we had structures all over in Namibia. But very unfortunate situation. Now, most of those structures that were there are very dormant. We are only active in 6 regions currently as we are speaking.
Namely?
Namely the Zambezi, Kavango East, Kavango West, the 4 old regions, and some bit of Ochozonjuba and Commerce. Yeah. So now we have a task ahead, we have a challenge ahead of us to go full swing to the south. Karas, Hardap, Omaheke. We are not organized in those areas. We are not very much organized in Erongo. That's a challenge now. We need to make sure that between now and November, or before the end of the year, we should be able to see that at least we are organized in 2 or 3 other regions. So that by next year when we go to Congress, we have managed to organize at least 10 regions out of 14 regions. So that's why sometimes it angers us who are in the top leadership of the party and who have been there from the inception of this party. I'm one of the founders. It angers us for one to claim that he's the flavor of this party when he has not done anything. Because for him, he was on salary. We have given him the necessary equipment for him to go around the country to organize this party. But I think he had his own plan to let the party die and then form his own party. So we have our own constituents. We have our own constituents. We know areas where we are doing very well. We are doing well in some areas of Zambezi. We are doing very well, especially in Kavango East. We are doing a bit in Kavango West, and we are doing very well with now the support of the acting president, Nangolo Shumba, with the MP. There is some bit of serious inroads going on in the north. Of course, Windhoek, but we have a challenge, but we are ready for it. I know we have the capacity to do it. So we are gearing ourselves. The first thing we are going to embark on now is to ensure that we do structural reform. That's number one. Number two, the Congress. Once we have the Congress, because we are going to have a Congress during the second quarter of next year. Once new leaders are elected, then we'll be able now to see how to move forward. You know yourself, in politics, you cannot go now and begin to campaign when you're not organized properly. We need to go to Congress, have leaders that will be elected, then we know we can go out and campaign. Yes.
And then lastly, when are you likely to appoint a successor now, a new Secretary General?
We did already.
Okay.
Yeah, on Saturday, the 19th of August, when we had this National Bureau, we of course we had the acting Deputy Secretary General, even when Mr. Kanyetu was there. So now we have confirmed him to be the acting Secretary General.
And him being? For the sake of the audience, the new secretary, acting Secretary General.
Benetus Marius Gorosep.
Okay.
Is the new secretary, is the new acting Secretary General. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for making the time to join us on the Evening Review.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a good night.
Thank you.